Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I'm going to be going over your weekly preview for the week of July 4th, 2022. Lost in the Woods. Let's get into it. Straight to the Soulforge. Let's see what I can recommend here. I'll put them in order for you. Call out anything that you need to craft. Troops, we have Pycea as far as Mythics go. Pycea, Mother of Darkness, Megavore, and Amnesia. Amnesia is definitely last. Do not craft her unless you have the other three. Megavore's pretty good. The other three are pretty good, but the order I would put them in as far as like how important they are in the game. Mother of Darkness probably the top one, but it's pretty close between her and Megavore. It's up to you there. Megavore's cool. It's got Death Below. Mother of Darkness, it does the loopy PvP team. So I think your best craft here would probably be Mother of Darkness. 24 red, blue, brown, Darkstone, Daemon, Rogue deals true damage to an enemy and the enemy below them. Boosted by purple gems. If an enemy dies, create 12 purple gems. Otherwise, summon 2 Sisters of Shadows. Inflict bleed to all enemies and matching 4 or more gems. Stealthy and Dark Death. So you put it with a Night Spider, a Captain McCall, and a Rope Dart, and it's pretty loopy, and it's a really good PvP team. She's like one of those like Phoenicia types where, you know, you have to have the whole team first before you really want to craft her. It's not a top 10 or anything, so don't get too crazy with it. Maybe if you're saving and being patient, she would not be one that you would craft right now, but some people are waiting for her to craft her. Megavore, kind of the same thing. It's not really used too much, but it's really fun, and it does have its uses. You can pair it with Rowan. You can pair it with Psycho Missy, one of my favorite teams recently. Mistralis and Sycorax with Megavore on it, so you can do lots of Death Below. But this would be the second this week. 24 red, blue, brown, Blackhawk, Merfolk monster. Eliminate all armor from all enemies, then deal damage to an enemy and submerge myself. So it does a lot of things. That's what you want to see with the Mythic. And it also has Death Below, 8% chance to kill the last enemy in 4 or 5 gym matches. Just below Mother of Darkness in importance, and both of those are probably top 15, top 20 Mythics, so still really, really good. And if you crafted Mother of Darkness or Megavore, I wouldn't be mad at you, but some really patient people out there looking for top 10s, you're the people that should pass this week. Then we have Pycea, who's really an interesting mythic that I kind of like. It's above average for sure. It's probably up in like B- type of tier area. 24 red, blue, brown, Merlantis Merfolk. Destroy all green gems. Create blue gems equal to the number of green gems destroyed. There are 2 independent 30% chances to devour a random enemy. So it usually gets looping because if you have a lot of green on the board, then it will create a bunch of blue, get a bunch of extra turns with blue, and then it has that 30% devour on 2 independent chances on 2 different enemies. So then it gives 4 attack to all blue allies and matching blue gems. I always thought maybe you could pair it with High King Irongut, but I still haven't really tried it too much. Amnesia is last. She's not very great, but she's not she's not like the bottom 5 or anything, but she's definitely like D tier. C-, D, something like that. Pretty below average. 22 blue, purple, yellow. Somebody's gonna say Blighted Lands, Kingdom Power. Hey, if you need this mythic to get the next stat in Blighted Lands, then go for it. But if you're not that person and you're just gonna get like a little tiny tribute chance, why don't you get all the top 10 mythics first? That's way more important than that. Save your diamonds for top 10 mythics or Mother of Darkness or Megavore or something. Kingdom Power is not the decider. That's like the last factor that you should talk about when you're talking about mythics. One, it gives you magic, yes, but it's are you really going to get the magic if you get this mythic? If so, then it goes up a little bit. But if not, if you're just going to get some little tribute chance, 0.25% or whatever, or 3 or whatever it is, it's not really worth it to think about Kingdom Level 1 power. So when people say that, they're doing you a disservice. It's just a fact at the very end, like a neat little fact you can say. That's the last factor you should consider. 22 blue, purple, yellow, Blighted Lands, Daemon. Explode all gems of a chosen color. Summon an Infernal King. I've never crafted a mythic because of Kingdom Level 1 power, unless it was something I needed immediately to get the next stat. And I don't even think I've done that ever. It just happens eventually. It's fine. Okay, legendaries. We have Kerberos, Wrath, Krampus, and Abergonia. So Wrath is like heads and shoulders above the rest here. It's better than Amnesia, and it's probably more important than Pycea. Wrath is like almost a top 10 legendary. Really good legendary. Top 10 at the bottom of the top 10 though. Good tank. Has Cataclysm, explode 2 random gems when I deal skull damage. And it transforms blue gems to brown and yellows to skulls, and rage all allies and burn all enemies. It's probably the only legendary you should consider. Abergonia is okay, it's probably second. And then you had, what's the other one? Kerberos, that's just like, you know, nothing too great. And then Krampus is probably last. So legendary order would be Wrath, then Abergonia, then Kerberos, then Krampus. Weapons, the only one worth grabbing this week is Osha's Tome. Explode 4 gems for each blue ally and each elemental ally. You might need it in the world event. I've already made my team, and it has Osha's Tome on it, so you might want to grab it. It's a really good weapon. And everything else is kind of just collection purposes. I need to grab these two, depending on what the events... I probably need to grab these two. Alright, so that's the Soulforge. Mother of Darkness, Megavore, and Wrath, and Osha's Tome. And not in that order. I would say Mother of Darkness, then maybe Wrath, then Megavore. No. Mother of Darkness, then Osha's Tome, then Wrath, then Megavore, and that's the order. Pycea maybe after that. Okay, so what do we do next? We go and do the world event right away. Looking for guidance. We traveled to Nexus to ask for help from Hawthorne and his hunters, hoping they might be able to find Hellcrag. As payment, we offered to show them some new hunting grounds. Collect fish and game for Hawthorne in exchange for his help. Spell damage metal, so we're going to want something that hits all enemies, most likely. The scoring. Here are the graphics to help you this week. This is from Hawks on the forum. Looking for guidance world event. The metals are spell damage. The restriction is Nexus on weapons and troops. The scoring, fish are worth 4 points, game is worth 5. Alright, Megavore's worth the most, 27 points. Basilisk is worth the second most, 25 points. Leocorn and Werverine are worth the third most, 20 points. Charybdis is worth 16 points, and Gorbel is worth 15 points. That's kind of weird, because Charybdis, a legendary, is worth the second least, and you should pick Leocorn and Werverine over Charybdis. Gorbel's worth the least. Above order and lowest level is best. Average tier buy-in per member to close all rewards is tier 1, 64 to 66 battles. Alright, let's show the team. Said lowest level, so let's go. I got Osha's Tome, Kalika, Darkborn, Warlock, and Nexus Portal. So I got 2 mana generators and 2 troops that hit all enemies. The restriction's kind of tight with it being Nexus. There's not a lot of troops that hit all enemies. There's not a lot of mana generation, so, you know, you need something that Darkborn Warlock's been getting up pretty quick for me. And Kalika hits pretty hard and hits 4 random enemies. Osha's Tome, explode 4 gem, you know, we got all elemental allies. So it explodes 4 gem for each blue ally and elemental ally. So I got 16, right? And then I got 2 blues. So we're hitting like 24 gems, which is like the whole board. Alright, so let's show this team. Osha's Tome, Kalika, Darkborn, Warlock, Nexus Portal. Let's show this real quick. In case you want to... I am using Bard class. You could use Elementalist to take advantage of the Osha's Tome, but I think we have enough explosions already. So I went with a 50% start class. I went with the Sunken Banner, double blue, red, minus green. And let's go show it in action. Get up the Osha's Tome, cast it, and then just cast your Kalika or your Darkborn Warlock. I couldn't really decide what to put on the end of the team. I went with this. It's going to make a bunch of elemental stars. It has a summon, and we need elemental stars for Kalika, plus it's just some mana too. We got this right here. And let's do Osha's Tome, which is up. And then just cast your Kalika or your Darkborn Warlock and win. And I'll come up with more teams tomorrow during the live stream. So live stream tomorrow around 10 a.m. EST, maybe slightly earlier, maybe slightly later. The Caribidus, I think you have to defeat before you get to the Megavore, so you have to, it like forces you to fight Caribidus. I don't know if you're ever going to have to choose or even know like what its scoring is. I think it's like a forced battle. That's what it said on the forum anyway, so you don't even have to remember that Caribidus is worth less than Leocorn and Werverine, so don't worry about it. I think the only thing you really have to know is to get Leocorn and Werverine over Gorbel. Got the Warlock, it'll one-shot as well, just like Kalika, right now at least. And you know, world events, like the further the week goes, the more medals you're going to get, the more damage your troops are going to do. If you're trying to do it all today, this team may not one-shot like later today. If you're going all the way on the first day, which you shouldn't be doing, you should be doing your campaign first. But that's just how world events work. The more medals and tokens and stuff you get, the better the team's going to be. The further you go on the first or second day, the less the team's going to one-shot later in. So it's a delicate balance. But that's my team. Let's go take a look at everything now. Lost in the Woods, new epic troop, Nature-Born Hunter. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. Now in the vault, the chariot is now available in the vault. Defeat Cedric for a chance to get it. U.S. Independence Day gem sale. It's July 4th today. Looking for guidance. It spirits our new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. Leo's still in the drop table. Seeing a bunch of videos on Leo out there, but he's not really worth getting, so don't know what's going on with that. The Hellcrag Monument. The campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. Week of Nexus. All Nexus troop gain 10% to skills. Week of Elementals. All Elementals gain 10% to their skills. Bonus gold for using Nature-Born Hunter in PvP and Explore. Let's take a look at the shop. Which looks weird today. Look at this. Doesn't that look weird to you? There's like nothing there. But anyway, Nature-Born Hunter, 12, green, blue, Nexus, Elemental. Create 1 Elemental Star plus 1 more for every green ally, 3 green allies, and 1 more for every 3 green gems. If the enemy has a beast, gain an extra turn. That does not sound like what it was when I did the spoilers. Is that what it was when I did the spoilers? That's kind of weird. Create a green gem when my turn begins. Reduce damage from skulls by 33%. Maybe I didn't read it or something. Maybe I did. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the same thing. Anyway. Does not sound like it's awesome or anything. I mean, it's going to create elemental stars. If the enemy has a beast... Yeah, I remember that part. Never mind. 2 arcane swamp trait stones. Green and blue. For every one that you get 2. So that's what you would spend glory on, other than glory chests. Save up glory for those trait stones in case you need to fully trait some troops. Green and blue, let's go check it out. Green, blue, all colors, base rarity. Troops such as Aquaticus, Tsunami. Not too important, but worth mentioning. Same as this, not too important, but worth mentioning. Enrage a random ally in 4 or 5 gem matches. Your rally has Poison Gaze, that is important for the Scorpius Urali team. Mithrilion has this, Spellblock and Mithril Armor. Not like super important, but worth mentioning. Here's one that's important, Unstable Possession. Really good for the Skull Waterfall team. Here's one that's important, Savage Strike. Vashtagon, Curse of Madness. You might need that occasionally with your High King Irongut teams. King Averlorn, 50% elf start. No. King Minos has a Taurus start, but so does Shaman class. Christine X has an enchant when matching purple. Queen Beatrix might be the most important for this stone. Royal Honey, cleanse all allies and matching 4 or more gems. Web Spinner, deal triple skull damage to poisoned and webbed enemies. That's its whole thing. So you definitely need that. So Queen Beatrix and Web Spinner for sure if you don't have those fully traded. We got Mercy Empowered. We have Saga, Ice Storm at the start of battle. There's a lot of like starts and damage reductions on this one. I looked at it a little bit before I got started here. And there's some in here like this, fast. So there's quite a few. Monkey Disciple has 75% start. So there's a few in there. Make sure you look and see if you need any of those troops fully traded. And you could buy the stone in the Glory Shop. That's what you do with Glory. You don't have to go farm every single kingdom on Explorer to get those trait stones. You could just wait until it's the trait stones week in the Glory Shop and buy them there with your Glory. Okay, so let's check out the event key drop table. We have Nexus, which is kind of Duke. And let's see. Let's clear filter. Let's go to Nexus. And we'll take a look at what's in the event key drop table. Alright. Let's go base rarity. So we got Kalika. It's one of those like Mamba Sierra type of mythics. It's not too great. It just does damage, and that's about it. And so it's really middle of the road. I wouldn't recommend it. Got King Heliodor. He does true damage to one enemy. Nexus Portal. There's really nothing here, y'all. So I wouldn't... The only reason to even do anything here is if you missed out the first or second time. This is like the third time we've had Nexus, so... not a big... Not like probably the least important event key there is at the moment. Let's see what else is going on this week. Alright, so today you have your campaign, you have your world event. Tomorrow we have Umbral Nexus. Let's see what I have for that in the underworld here. Umbral Nexus. I got that one all the way done. So there should be a Pure Faction video out there if you need it today, tomorrow. How come I can't do this? It's weird. Oh, I must have to leave first. That's dumb. Wonder what happened there. So here was my Pure Faction team. But we have yellow and we have purple. That means triple finesse Nimbus Bow, triple finesse Staff of Storms, triple cunning Stone Slicer. What else is with yellow? I think Phoenicia, Guard's Avatar, High King Iron Gut. What else is with purple? You could do the Black Manacles, triple Wall of Bones thing, Wall of Tentacles, stuff like that. You know, triple finesse Nimbus Bow if you're low level. And Guard's Avatar, Phoenicia, High King Iron Gut if you're high level. Triple Cunning Stone Slicer also if you're low level. Triple Wall of Tentacles with Black Manacles if you're really low level. So, low level and high level for you there. Yellow and purple, not the greatest, but you have the triple finesse, so that should get you through most of it. Especially a Tuesday event where you're just getting all rewards. Finesse can do it. So can Guard's Avatar, so can Phoenicia. Super deep, just do a High King Iron Gut. Let's see. Wednesday we have a pet. It's a new pet for July 4th. I think it's... Is it Libertini, or is that the other one? Thursday is Elementalist class. That's probably the most important thing this week is Elementalist class. It's a really good class, S-tier class. Stun, has a stun and a freeze and like a ton of stuff on 4 or 5 gym match or whatever, so it's really good. And then this weekend we have Arena. So yeah, that's everything. Let's go check the campaign, though. Stheno told us of the city of Hellcrag, of the treasures it once possessed. It was overrun by daemons, though, during the Great Blight, and her sister Medusa had cursed it, turning them all to stone. We set out to find a tracker who might lead us there. I may or may not do this task thing like I've been doing the last couple weeks. That was kind of like just an experiment to see how many views it would get. And I don't know, I'm going to look at it. I might do it today, I might not. We'll see. I don't know if it's helping too many people or too many people care, so that's how this channel works. If it doesn't get views, probably not going to do it again. Same with the Fall Guys. Like we did a second Fall Guys with my 6-year-old on the mic. A couple nice people out there said something and she appreciated it. But are we going to do it again? Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We got Hunting Basilisk. Defeat Basilisk in any battle except training. Basilisk is in the World event, so you could probably get it done there, but you could also check PvP. Dungeon Lord wins 6 dungeon battles. That sucks. We're going to re-roll that. Win any battle. That's easy. So you just do anything. Intrepid Explorer. When Explorer runs in Nexus at difficulty 4 or higher. That'd be like a Phoenicia team there. So do the World event till you get that done. Or PvP. This is going to happen while you do that. This is going to, you go to Nexus, do difficulty 4 with Phoenicia or something, and you'll also complete this at the same time. So, any good stuff this week? Not really. A portrait. Aren't you happy you paid for that? And then 5 armor. So yeah, that's it for this week. Elementalist, but the most important thing, really. The Soulforge, pretty good, though. It's like, you know, it's not awesome or anything. Nothing, like, super exciting, but Mother of Darkness is really super solid. Megavore is really super solid. Wrath is a top 10 legendary. Osha's Tome is a really good weapon you shouldn't leave this week without. And that's about it. Arena this weekend. Get those writs. Elementalist. S-tier class. See y'all tomorrow for more teams for the World Event and the Faction Assault on the live stream. Bring your teams with you. And yeah, I'll see you there between like 9:30 and 10 a.m. EST. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.